What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. It's another Spamuary Saturday on the Blimp, and it's time for It Depends.
Leave hypotheticals in the subreddit, guys, and I'll give an answer. Usually it's It Depends.
If anyone should know better, Shaw Law, Fort Wayne injury attorneys. Okay, so here's the deal. Slip and fall is premises liability case. The question here is the sidewalk Shaw Law's premises? And I think they would argue probably not. Additionally, when you look at premises liability cases, you have to look at the reasonableness of everything. If this was taken at 6 a.m. in the morning and a snowstorm came over overnight, it'd be unreasonable to clean. And again, that's assuming that this is even their premises when it looks like a public sidewalk. So, is it funny? Absolutely. Is there actually legal liability? Never say never. Never say never.
Never say never, Michelangelo.
We're lawyers, but, Can a too lenient sentence be appealed?
Right there, convicted of stabbing her boyfriend to death, only gets a slap on the wrist. She faced the possibility of life in prison for stabbing him 108 times. But the judge ruling that she had no self-control while in a cannabis-induced psychosis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
This is a head-scratcher, Ainsley. The judge is sentencing 32-year-old Bryn Speecher to 100 hours of community service, 2 years probation, and the big one, no jail time.
What? 100 hours of community service for stabbing your boyfriend 108 times? Where's the hammer? The hammer was trying to run away. She gets a hammer. But this is actually an interesting legal question. So the short answer is it depends. The longer answer is, so the government cannot appeal if you get a not guilty verdict. That would be double jeopardy. However, if you were found guilty and the government feels like the sentence was unreasonable, whether that's too short or too long, they can appeal in some instances. It's just gonna depend on the crime. It's gonna depend on if the crime had any sentencing laws that are attached to it. Because some crimes have mandatory sentencing guidelines. Federal, state court, it really is just going to depend. The more practical answer is it very rarely, if ever, happens. So, very, very rare. There you go. The chosen one. His arrival was foretold in the ancient murals.
I've fallen.
That's funny. That's funny. He is the chosen one.
You were the chosen one.
I've fallen, and I can't.
Remember, no motorcycled. Yeah, that guy's thankful because he almost just got killed. He almost just got killed. What was he thinking? Stupid. Knowledge hammer. Truly a sad day for Tom. Shaking my head. Repost if you're taller than the T38. Height, 5.3 feet. How do I repost? How do you repost? Can you repost things on Reddit? Repost.
No, you're doing it wrong.
I don't take sponsors. The only thing I ask is that if you need a lawyer, contact my team for a free consultation. While most people know me as a catastrophic personal injury lawyer, I'm actually a partner at 2 law firms that handle way more than just catastrophic injury. If you were the victim of securities fraud, received a notification that your info was included in a data breach, developed cancer as a result of a bad drug or toxic exposure, and many other situations, we may be able to help. It's important you talk to a lawyer right away to understand your options. If your case is not the best fit with us, we can help you find a great lawyer by using our national network of attorneys. Please click the link down below for a free consultation. My submission to Spamuary. Dunkin' is being sued for $5 million by lactose intolerant customers who say charging extra for non-dairy milk is discriminatory. I think this lawsuit's a loser. Being lactose intolerant is not a protected class. Additionally, it's a private business, so if you have to, increase or put a different supplement or ingredient in your product and you need to charge a corresponding amount, this is not a case that I would ever take. I think this case will probably lose. Can't figure out why Tom doesn't like motorcycles. What? Yeah, I don't like motorcycles because when people get hurt, they get hurt really, really bad. And the problem is, a lot of the times, it's not their fault. It's just a disproportionate amount of harm. The things are death traps. Maybe it would be different if everybody only rode motorcycles, but that's not the case. It's not the case. Legally, is there a difference between these two cases of transporting between state lines, asking for a friend? So here we have a state line that is on somebody's street just a few houses away, and then this is obviously a much longer journey. So technically, no, these would still be both crossing state lines. The longer answer is, if you technically are in violation of the law and it's up for a jury to decide maybe some aggravating factor or some mens rea, your mental state, this could definitely play a factor. Let me give you an example. Let's just say the charge is transporting drugs across state lines with the intent to distribute. Well, if you were smoking weed and you just walked over to your buddy's house and you guys were just smoking, yeah, you brought drugs over state lines, but a jury might think, oh, he was just going over to his friend's house to hang out. But if you're driving hundreds of miles and, that's more nefarious. So technically they're the same. This is still crossing state lines, but of course we don't have the full picture. So it depends. It depends. There you go. Name of the show. If hypothetically, I post an image of a cop in a lawyer subreddit with the intent to keep him trapped in the algorithm, would I be liable? Pick unrelated. You get a knowledge hammer is what you'd get. Don't do that. Is this considered assault?
I'm sorry. Oh.
Yes, that is assault. Assault, it's actually the tort of assault and battery, right? So battery is intentionally causing harmful or offensive contact. It doesn't need to be skin on skin, right? If I control a hammer and I hit someone with the hammer and it touches them, that is battery. Just like how this guy has a leaf blower and obviously sucked up this person's hair. Yeah, that's battery, that's assault. He could get sued. What videos did Tom delete? Yeah, these are, we unlisted the popular cop videos because we're trying to get out of the cop algorithm. I said cop too many times.
Cops! 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 Cops!
Accidentally paused Tom's newest Reddit Reacts video. That's a good looking guy. It's a good looking guy. Like and subscribe! I need a lawyer on this because the Simpsons might have come up with the perfect murder. The 5 quarters. Okay, or it's maybe the worst murder of all time because then you could get charged in 5 different states if you got, it's probably worse to do it on the fictional 5 corner state line.
That ear-piercing scream is an unruly child on a transatlantic flight to New York.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Nerve-jangling screaming and fussing. They even covered their ears to drown out the 3-year-old. His mom was overheard telling flight attendants he has behavioral problems.
Okay. Is there anything you can do legally? Probably not. Is that terrible? Yes. Should the airlines give everybody a free flight? Absolutely. I won't say anything else.
Officer,
Whoa.
I drop-kicked that child in self-defense.
All right, Dirk, I'm gonna do one more. There's one meme that I think is over a week old that... Thought of this from Tom's new vid. You're here for comedy, I'm here for plaintiffs. We are not the same. That's right! Go watch my comedy set. I'm trying to stand up as a hobby, and it's fun. An average day with Tom in one photo. Okay, 855 Eagle One's terrible phone number, not even catchy. Haha, look how far I drop kicked that toddler on the internet, Tiny Tom 20. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough of the internet today. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.